when we face any type of trauma, in order to complete it, we have to let the energy out. And so today I was on Fabian Wesselink's 5-day event, and one of the things that he shared with us is that when animals go through a trauma, like let's say they got chased by a lion and they got away, and what happens is, in order to release all of those pent up adrenaline, the animal will kind of convulse and kind of shake. And he actually showed us this one video, and I'll put a link in there, of these polar bears, because these researchers have to kind of take care of these polar bears. And so how they go about doing it is they chase the polar bear with the helicopter, and someone has to shoot them with a tranquilizer. And when the polar bear is finished with like kind of waking up, what it did was it was like shaking its body so much in order to release these energy. And then they would do like a few deep breaths, and they would wake up and be fine. And one of the things that he said that was very profound was the fact that there are the two, like almost all animals do this except for two types of animals. One is zoo animals, and the other one is human beings. And why it hit me so hard is because these few years I've been showing up quite a bit, and there were quite a few times when, like in the middle of me sharing something, either I'm on a coaching call or I'm like doing a Zoom call with someone, at some point my chest would start quivering, and I would feel my body kind of shaking, and my teeth would chatter a little bit. And I was like, what's going on? And I knew my body was very anxious, but I didn't know that it's actually my body trying to process all of this to let it out. And he said pretty much trauma is just what happens is something happened to you, you have a response, but you kind of stopped it from completing the cycle, and then so it got lodged in your body. And he was sharing about how this one woman who got assaulted by someone, both physically and sexually, and for a very long time her dad told her not to cry. And so she started having these OCD type behavior, always washing her hands, cleaning everything, and she couldn't cry for 35 years. And once she was on this session with Fabian, he said she cried a lot, and then after the session she just pretty much have no more OCD. And so I thought it was like very interesting how our body, this is our body's way of healing ourselves, and yet because of this modernization of society, we think that, okay, well, showing emotions is too much, or like it's inappropriate. So when we grow up and something happened to us, as me, like if something traumatic happens to me, I tend to like immediately burst into tears, and my mom would be like, why are you crying? Like, what's there to cry about? And then like I would feel like something is wrong with me, that why am I so emotional? Why am I so sensitive? But it's just my body's way of processing and releasing a lot of those pent up energy and emotions. And so we were able to do one quick breathing exercise, and I want to share this with you. One breathing exercise where I took one breath in 1 minute. I mean, I got close to it. I had to like breathe again in about the 50-second mark. But he said for people who are able to get to this one breath a minute mark, that means they're getting close to the enlightenment and getting close to God or the universe or whatever. And I was like so excited about it. So I'm really hoping to train myself to be able to keep doing that, to reach the 1 minute mark. And he also said, like, a lot of times we tend to breathe quite a bit. So the normal range is 10 to 12 breaths per minute, but a lot of people tend to breathe about 16 plus times per minute, and is actually in a fight or flight response state. And in order to be really healthy, the range is actually supposed to be 6 to 8 breaths a minute. And I was like, whoa, right? Like I was like, wow, I am breathing a lot, and that's why I feel like I'm in this activated state all the time. I feel like stressed out. I feel like so much like pent up anxiety type thing. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm learning about all these stuff about breath work. And yeah, so a few times when I did the breathing, I was actually able to get to a state where it felt so calming and it felt so safe that like some part of me just felt like I needed to release something within my body to show up, to have it show up and be let out. And I'm really enjoying this process where I'm like, okay, I'm getting to the part where, excuse me, I'm getting to the part where I'm healing my body. I'm having more courage to show up more, and I know how to take care of my own body. So I'm really excited about that. So I will be learning some more, and as I go on, and when I find anything interesting, I'll be sharing it with you, and I'll definitely be including some of these in my upcoming sessions, because I feel it is so important to regulate our breathing and to be able to calm ourselves down, because this world is already so much stress. Our life is so much stress, and if we're still in a stress state, like we can actually control our breathing, and our breathing is one of the ways to control our emotions and our state. So if we can do that, why not? So I'll be sharing more of that. That's all I have for today. Until next time.